He rolled his eyes because he knew I would beat him, but he put his hand in mine anyway. Our thumbs danced together as we both chanted the words, 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a thumb war. Grunting with a determined look on his face, Colton gave it his best effort. It was a little more difficult with the handcuffs on, but I managed to pin him in under a minute. I smiled. He huffed. I want a rematch, he grumped. He always wanted a rematch, and I always won. It's just because I'm older than you, I taunted. By a couple months, he said incredulously. 5 months, I corrected. That's a long time in kid years. Better luck next time. Unable to resist, I patted him on the shoulder and gave him a sympathetic look, knowing he hated it when I did that. With a half-hearted glare, he gave me the side eye. I smiled cheekily at him. You know what? We should get a house someday. A yellow house in the middle of nowhere. Just you and me. We could decorate it however we wanted. And it would have to have a barn for the horse. Why a horse? He asked, looking amused. Shrugging, I continued my dream scenario. I've always wanted a horse. Every girl wants one. His name will be Barnaby. And we'll have to get one of those huge trampolines because you've always wanted one of those. With a half-smile on his face, Colton just sat back and listened. Some people thought I talked too much, but Colton, he just let me ramble until I ran out of things to say. It was one of the things I loved about him. It was also something I would miss after he was gone. He slipped his hand into mine and linked our fingers together. We sat there in the cool dirt for several minutes in silence until my dad's legs came into view. Colton's fingers tightened around mine, and I held my breath, hoping we wouldn't be found. Brielle, come on out. It's time for Colton to go, my dad said. Dang. Apparently my dad was pretty good at hide-and-seek, too. We reluctantly crawled out from under the porch, wearing defiant expressions as we proudly wore the handcuffs that tethered us together. I liked to pretend it meant we were inseparable, but my parents had figured out this trick a long time ago. My dad pulled the key from his pocket and unlocked our wrists. Time to say goodbye, son, Colton's dad called from the moving truck, barely looking our way. Hank hadn't been the same since Jill died. He used to be cheerful, funny, and happy. When Jill got sick, it was the first time I ever heard the word cancer, and I hated that word more than any other word in the world. It took away Colton's mom, and now Colton was being taken away from me. Maybe a new beginning really would help them move on, but that thought was only a small comfort as I looked at my best friend. The selfish part of me wondered how Colton could possibly be better off without me. He needed me, right? Or maybe I was the one who needed him. I threw my arms around Colton's neck, and he held me tight. I don't want you to go, I whispered. I know, he said, sounding choked up. Colton almost never cried, even when he got hurt. In fact, the only time I'd ever seen him do it was after his mom died. But when I pulled back to look at his face, I was sure his eyes were watering. Promise me we'll always be best friends, I begged, my voice wavering. I promise. He tried to give me a smile and ruffled my ponytail, causing some of the brown strands to come loose. Forever, remember? Tucking my hair behind my ear, I nodded and started our goodbye routine, the same one we said almost every time we had to part ways. 3, I started the countdown. 2, he responded as he backed away. 1, I said, my eyes filling with tears. Bye. We both said the word at the same time. Chin wobbling, I tried not to cry as he climbed into the passenger side of the giant truck, then peered back at me through the glass. As soon as it turned the corner, I let the tears fall. Overwhelming dread formed in the pit of my stomach because I couldn't help feeling like it was the last time I would ever see him. It'll be okay, Brielle. My dad patted me on the head. He's only moving a couple hours away, not halfway around the world. How many miles?